So I guess I'll go into this other part that happened with me. So yeah, like
You mean your first spiritual experience?
Yes.
Finally, Jesus knocked on your door.
After all these years.
Were you driving? Did you like take the wheel?
No, he didn't take the wheel. I wish. Yeah, so I was like 24, 25, depressed, no direction in my life. I have like a decent job, but then I'm like unhappy with it. I'm not good at it. Drinking a bunch and then smoking so much weed. I was just like smoking weed constantly to the point where I felt like something bad probably could have happened to me if I did not have this experience, because I was going a really bad direction where I was like leaving work early just to go home and smoke weed. And I had like a mortgage at this time and, a child and a bunch of things. I was just not taking care of myself. And then I actually had an intense, like, psychedelic experience smoking weed that changed my life. I know that's like a weird thing because a lot of people don't associate weed with like psychedelic experiences, but I would categorize it as probably like a psychosis from weed.
Okay.
Which if people don't know what psychosis is, it's like losing touch fully with like reality. I had this very intense experience smoking a lot of weed. I did like a gravity bong hit I think it's a gravity bong where you fill up this huge thing of smoke and then you inhale as much as possible. And I ended up pretty much felt like I was going to die. Like I felt like I was dying and I had this sinking feeling like in my chest. Like it felt like there was like this black hole in my chest that was pulling me in. And then I was trying to like get away from it. And I was just like, I lost touch with reality. I was like super paranoid. And I was just like, oh my God, I'm going to fucking die. And I was like freaking out. And like my little younger brother and like uncle were trying to like help me out. And then I accepted the fact that I was going to die and was like, okay, I got to the point where I was too tired fighting it. And I just gave in. And I had the most like profound spiritual experience I've ever had where I pretty much got to live my entire life over again through like the perspective of actually feeling love towards myself for the first time. I had not felt anything positive towards myself since I was 10 years old. And I saw that traumatic experience of that I was holding against myself for so long, but being sympathetic towards myself and feeling love towards myself. And this whole experience changed my life completely. I felt like I was reborn. And I think a lot, like I know Christians believe this thing of like this concept of being reborn into Christianity, where people feel like they become someone, like they're reborn and become someone like new. And it felt like that, where afterwards I had for the first time in my life this sense of like peace. And I remember being so confused what was happening. For I guess the best way I can describe it is I felt like I was living my whole life through just my eyes, where whatever I was like seeing and doing, that's how I was living my life, where I was just reacting to what was happening to me. And I was never taking a step back to really think through how I felt or what I believed or how I thought about things. I didn't have an abstractive view of my own beliefs and who I was. And I remember feeling like this entire opened up space where my whole focus was so small for such a long period in my life that I was able to finally like think clearly and actually self-reflect